Salve gente, ben ritrovati e ritrovate su Outcast 2. Quest'oggi sarà una puntata breve, credo intorno a un'ora, quindi chiamiamola breve per modo di dire. E il fatto è che sarò impegnato il giorno successivo e quindi registro alle 10:40 di sera. E beh, niente, se vedete poi vedrete poi il salvataggio, quindi è normale che sia così.
They're coming for me.
Sì, lasciali venire, lasciali venire.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt.
Vedi la griglia? Col muro? Col muro, con sta parete di roccia. Mm. Perché? Eccoci qua. Oh, devo arrivare lì. Ho sbagliato. Per modo di dire ho sbagliato. Che è successo? Ho sentito tum. Tutto qua? Ma che davvero? Allora, tocca riattraversare. Se non era da qualche parte c'era un'eruzione di Gork, no? Forse. Ah, lì c'è il coso, il Daoka. Andiamo verso il Daoka, va? Che botta! Cala, non mancava. No, non c'è. Fatto. Ah, vedi che c'era. C'era. Uccellacci, eh? La cambiamo. Per l'accento.
Chasing.
Altri uccellacci.
You picked the wrong target, bird.
Ah, quello è rimasto tranquillo dentro l'acqua.
Ugh, careful now. I can smell the gork eruption from here.
Zidok, Gamor. Ce n'è ancora uno. Preso. No. Manca
They're
uno.
locked onto me.
Redesign. Vediamo un po' se riesco a fare anche con questi. Quattro. Cinque. Sei.
Cleaning gork is worse than pulling latrine duty. So many hours on latrine duty.
Sì, ma che siano pure gli altri a pulirli.
I can trade gork for Zorkins in EMEA. It should be my next destination.
Allora, mi pareva di aver visto una di queste piante curative. Guarda lì. Bene.
Great.
Mm. Tredici. Oh! Oh! Alle piette non gli fa niente, però. È davvero tosto.
Nice find.
Però che male che fanno quei cosi, quei cannoni. Non è finito.
Great.
Vedo un corno. Hanno distrutto, mamma. I cannoni sono tremendi. Vediamo un po' che se c'è qualcosa. Qui c'è una lezione di Gorka. Nidi di ragni. PLN1S avamposto. Per di là. Oh, c'è la pianta.
I'm full.
16. Uccellacci?
Chasing me.
Fatto male però l'animazione, eh? Boom. Ci sono pure i ragni.
Move it, Slade. They're coming.
Sì. Allora, rimangono un Drocco Menai, ce n'è uno? Ah, eccolo, forse.
Gork eruption. Damn it.
Eccolo. Prendiamolo da sta parte.
That damn Gorky smell. Hey, if the odds can hear me, can you erase that memory for me?
Ma sta regione non doveva essere un pelino un po' più semplice. Perché? Meno 2 lì. Oh, lì abbiamo la base. Meglio, qui abbiamo la base. Sicuramente c'è un cecchino. Sembra vada, eh? Sembra. Dove sei? Dove sei? Quindi basta, amore. Cioè, la gatta si stava facendo le unghie sulla mia sedia. Tutto qui?
Great.
47. C'è pure quello rosso magari, fosse mai. Diamo una rapida occhiata. Ma c'è qualcosa qua sotto? No. Ah, ecco. Qualcosa c'è. Ah, vabbè. Su? Di lei non si passa. Torniamo... Ah, beh, sì, è vero, sta molto più in alto. Quindi sono zone innevate. Bello però.
Do not eat.
Ah, voi potete anche rimanere lì, guarda. Ah, si può camminare, no? Come fanno ad esserci delle piante verdi? Ah, ma c'è un da oca? Beh, certo, dopo devo stare. Eccolo, il da oca. Ma... Certo, che fanno un attimo. Ragnacci? Perché no? Ci vado planando. No, dai, no. C'è pure una base? Vabbè che sono in esplorazione, però, insomma. Questi dovrei fare i santuari dell'essenza, porca. Queste sono tutte piante, vedi, ce n'è uno qua, non l'avevo visto. Faro di sappa. Che falli questo? Che bello, sembra il Tibet.
These Talans don't look so happy.
There must be a way to activate Palana's master Doka Ulakai. Even though the pilgrims are not allowed to use it, it's still a useful way to access the village. Can you raid the outpost I marked on your map? It's located near you.
Raiding outposts is what I do. You can count on me, Elias.
Quello che ho passato.
Cutter Slade. Nice to meet you.
I thought I had a funny name, but you beat me to it, Pilgrim. I'm Uday.
What's your deal, Uday?
I'm the keeper of the Eloe Darsham. If you're seeking to end your life, you're at the right place. At the wrong time. The Darsham is currently closed.
What is the Eloe Darasham about?
Ooh, a learner. Exciting. Well, some Talans visit Darashams when they have decided to complete their lives. Talans with the Eloe essence come here, to the Eloe Darasham, to revert back to the water from whence they came. But since the Darasham is closed, their hazardesses are trapped on Adelpha, unable to reach the Yards, lost and tormented.
What's the deal with this place?
This is the town of Palana, built on the roots of the Essence Vine. All Talans who are ready to complete their lives make a pilgrimage to this sacred haven.
Well, you would think they would want to revert at home in their bed watching TV or something.
Never watch a TV, you fool! And don't bring any to your home either. You'd risk burning your eyes. You seem confused, Pilgrim. You should seek the guidance of Herax, our master of ceremonies.
Are you spending a lot of time with Hirax?
Not really. He's a bit of a drag. I've been avoiding him lately.
You don't talk to him? How do you guys do your spiritual business then? Email?
You met Email. He was one of my apprentices, yes, but I had to let him go because I can't employ two assistants in the current economy, you know? So I sent Hermos, my other apprentice, to talk. Let him deal with Herax's gloom and doom. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Hermos since he spoke to Herax a few moons ago.
You didn't know he was missing?
He could just be hiding somewhere to avoid his chores. Wouldn't be the first time. If you talk to Herax, please ask him if he knows where Hermos is. I need my apprentice to keep an eye on the Darasham in case one of those urinating pilgrims shows up.
Mi piace sto tizio.
How can I recognize Hermos if I see him?
Just ask Herax. If Hermos keeps avoiding work, I'll hire his brother Email instead of him. You can tell him that.
What do you think of the invaders?
I want them out. They're disrupting the balance of our sacred essences. No one can properly revert. I'm out of a job. Palana stands without purpose. It's the curse of our entire race.
I never seem to run out of work. Who are you again?
Are you serious? Uday, keeper of the Elway Darasham.
Droud sent me. He needs you and Dasan to bless his barrels of guarlampe. He told me his sauce could be lethal without your help. He's pretty worked up about it, and it's urgent.
That's a firm no. I can't go anywhere as long as the Daoka of Dasan and Palana are disconnected. Also, I'm no pilgrim, and it would be too risky to leave Palana on foot in the, current climate.
Let me see what I can do about that. I'll get back to you.
I don't even know what traveling feels like anymore.
I have to go.
I also have things to do.
Hi there. Got some questions.
Yes?
Do you know anything about Emiya?
Emiya is a forest village famous for its morags. It's located in the southwest of Ganzar. From what I know, it's still a place of peace.
What's a hazardous?
When Talans revert without completing their life's purpose, their tormented essences stay behind, doomed to linger among us and search for a way to return to the Yads. Hazaduses often haunt places and Talans, trying to complete their unfinished goals.
Potrebbe essere anche il suo caso.
Do you know anything about Kizar?
The Amayal and the females are the highest caste in Talan society. They live in Kizar, an island from where they used to rule and protect the children.
They used to. How about now?
Kizar is completely isolated from the rest of Adelpha, and the Almayal don't communicate with our leaders anymore. The Shamases are the only males allowed in the city outside of the August celebration, but even a Shamaz.
Vabbè, dicono sempre la stessa cosa, Kamenai.
What's a Kamenai?
Those creatures rule the sky and are a pain in your back.
See you around.
Come back anytime.
Bene, allora per farlo muovere a sto tizio devo sbloccare il nucleo dei Daoka. Sì, amore, tra un po' andiamo. Tutto sommato sono scalabili. Ah, c'è una via. quanto pare non è la via giusta. Lassù. Eh sì, era quella la base. Però devi pigliarlo, no? Allora serviamo. Allora.
Ah, shit, here they come.
Porca. Consumo di energia per potenziare l'arma. Sì, ma dov'è lo scrigno? Ah, di là. E questi li abbiamo fatti, ora facciamoci questi.
I hate giant alien spiders.
A che lo dici?
Time to get my hands dirty. Gork eruption ahead. They're coming for me. bad humans are immune to the Gork.
Sbagliato pulsante.
Not the most appealing loot, but it'll do.
Scommetto che anche questo da Outcast era in Arrivo. Bello però. Dove sta questo coso? Mi sento perso.
Uday, can we talk?
What is it?
Droud sent me. He needs you and Dasan to bless his barrels of Guarlampe. He told me his sauce could be lethal without your help. He's pretty worked up about it, and it's urgent.
Ooh, a trip to the Pillars City. What a dream. Not. Anyway, let me grab my canteen and some water for the road.
Okay. So you're coming?
Guarlampe is as good as crackit poison if I don't seal Gerald's barrels with an LOA ruin. Now, imagine I take a pass and Palana gets overwhelmed with hundreds of Dasan hazardesses. His problem becomes my problem, you see? This is why I'm telling Hermos that a Talan should never postpone his chores.
Remind me who Hermos is again?
My assistant! Where is Hermos when you need him, huh? Always avoiding work. That's it. I'm taking his brother email with me this time. Let's do this.
See ya.
See me? Yes, I hope so.
Aspettate, non ci fa niente.
Are you the leader of this place?
I am Rumbar, chief of Palana. And you are?
Wait a minute. Did you just say your name is Rumbar?
Son of Tequila Bar. Yes.
Tequila bar?
I love you guys. Do you think your town has what it takes to rise up and fight the invaders?
Like the Dalatai Guardians did. No. Their hazarduses are scattered across the planet, waiting for a reversion that may never come.
Sorry to hear that.
It's a disgraceful end for Talan. I don't wish it on my worst enemies. I hope we won't all end that way, separated from this world, unable to return our essence to the odds. Talans don't fear reversion, but this is different. This is eternal damnation.
What is this place about?
Palana is the ancient word for pilgrim. The town is built on the roots of the essence vine, which makes it a sacred destination for every Talan who is done with his life.
We only got grapevines where I'm from. I would give a lot for a glass of wine right now.
Most pilgrims who are visiting Palana have lost their way. Some have lost their mind. You seem to be the latter. Maybe you should have your head checked, or speak with Hirax and see if he can make sense of what you're saying.
I'm interested in the essence vine.
Hirax could tell you more about it. He is the elected caretaker of the vine, and the only Talan I know who's connected to all four essences.
Place is pretty quiet. What are you doing all day?
The Darshams are closed, but a few pilgrims like you are still arriving. I listen to their tales and keep track of the hazarduses they encounter during their long journeys.
Hazarduses are like spirits, right? Or souls? Are there a lot of them out there?
Unfortunately, yes. I locate the hazarduses and send my people to guide them back to Palana, in the hope our Darshams will open once again. Have you met any tormented hazarduses yourself?
How can I help the hazarduses I come across?
If a hazardus is lost, it only takes some hazardav to guide it to a Darsham or an essence shrine. However, some are stuck at a location, and it will take more to solve their life goal. Every case is different, so you will have to find out for yourself.
Hazardav. Sounds important. What is it?
It's a sacred incense that burns in between worlds. We use it to guide lost hazarduses to a Darasham, or to an essence shrine. Our master of ceremonies, Hirax, can make it, so speak to him if you need some.
What can you tell me about Hirax?
Whatever our master of ceremonies and dispenser of sound wisdom recommends. Take it with a pinch of halidium. Old Hirax is not as insightful as he used to be.
Tell me who you are again.
Rumbar, Chief of Palana.
Farewell, Chief.
May the odds be with you.
Già siamo a 4.
Can we talk, my friend?
Friend? You clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me fill you in. My name is Agiton. I'm in charge of the Fey Darosham. Were you planning to end your life in flames today?
I'm good, thanks.
Not that you can, anyway. The Darosham is closed until further notice.
Are you a friend of Hirax?
Hirax doesn't have friends. If the Ka Darosham was active, he'd be first in line for the leap.
Sounds like a ray of sunshine.
Don't listen to any of his guidance, Pilgrim. Unless you're desperate for a swim in a volcano.
That happened before?
Sadly, yes. Ask Hirax about Aribold. I don't want anything to do with his mess.
Sì, sì. Qualcuno c'è finito. In prigione.
Are the invaders causing trouble in Palana?
Not directly. I mean, if you don't snoop around their fortress, they won't shoot you. But odds above. I dream of showing up on their doorstep with enough firepower to blow them back to the stars.
What is this place about?
You don't know? Palana is a sacred destination for all those who want to shuffle off this mortal coil and return to the loving embrace of the Yods. The town is built on the roots of the Essence Vine. Did you come here to revert?
Look at me. Do I look like a suicidal person to you?
I see. You're afraid of the final transformation. We get a lot of that. Talk to Hirax, the master of ceremonies. He will ease your confusion. On second thought, he might make it worse. This is Hirax we're talking about after all.
Business is slow, huh?
Slow? Look at this place. Nothing's happening in Palana since these goddamn invaders landed on our planet. The Yods must hate me.
Hey, don't take it personal.
Why would they make me a Darosham keeper, then take away the Darosham? Why would they deny me an honorable fight against our oppressors?
Tell me about the Fey Darosham.
The Fey essence is the essence of hunters, Dolotai guardians, soldiers. Although no soldiers remain on Adelpha, this is the gateway through which their reverted essence can reach the Yods, or it used to be. The invaders have screwed with our reversion long enough.
What are you gonna do about it, hothead?
You should have seen me in my young moons. I would have thrown every last one of them into the volcano since they're so interested in it.
Death by lava. Nice, but not my favorite.
You're a fighter. Give me one of your weapons and we'll wipe them off Adelpha together. You and me.
Whoa, slow down. Don't go breaking a hip on me.
Ever since I was a child on Kizar, I've dreamed of being in an epic battle. I was about to join Croax's army, but the Almayel convinced everyone that war is wrong.
But this is the right war. It should have been my war. And what do? Nothing. Goddamn nothing.
Well, you don't have to fight on the battlefield to be part of the resistance. There are other ways to contribute.
Palana is not powerless. I've heard Rumbar and Hirex discuss the secrets of the Essence Vine. It is our strongest asset. We have to use it as a weapon against the oppressor.
How can you do that?
Well, I'm not sure. They wouldn't share their secrets with me. They're afraid I'd unleash a firestorm. And they're right, I would. If only my Darosham was restored, it would strengthen my essence.
You wanted to fight alongside Croax? Do you even know who he was working for? What he was doing to your people?
I just know he had an army of soldiers, and that was enough to convince me. I have always loved to fight.
Ha ragione però.
That word you just mentioned there, Nikog, what is it?
Don't get me started on that. I'm already having a bad moon.
Are you close to Rumbar? Yeah, that's funny. I used to live close to a Rumbar, actually. It was called One-Eyed Scum.
Scum? Was he the chief of your village?
No, nothing like that.
You think losing an eye is funny?
What? No, not that, but Rumbar?
Look, I'm not close to Rumbar. He rarely keeps me in the loop. I'm too intense, he says. Too intense? Go by to use Nikog, you... You know what? I don't care. I have other friends.
Yeah, what is he talking about? I mean, you seem pretty composed. Who are you again?
You dumb Twanha. I'm Agiton.
Stay calm, Agaton.
I'll stay wherever I want to stay.
Mamma mia come agita sto.
Yikes, who turned up the heat?
Ma perché sta qua la pistola in mano? Ma
Sorry to disturb you. May I have a word?
Turn back, pilgrim. You came all the way to this Yod's forsaken place for nothing.
Woke up on the wrong toes, huh? I just want to talk.
You bet your tiny head you want to talk. I'm Hirax, master of ceremonies. Pilgrims used to line up to hear my sermons. Now, Palana's an empty shell of its former glory.
So while other Talans here are the keepers of the Darashams, you are the keeper of the Essence Vine?
More of a caretaker, and not a good one. The origin of its roots are under your feet. With the devoted care of the Master of Ceremonies, that's me, the vine is meant to stretch as far as the Talan can measure. That's how it used to be, back in the moons.
But judging by the long face, you don't get a kick from your gardening job anymore.
Without reverted essences, the vine suffers. It is now shrunk to its most critical bastion, and I don't know if I have what it takes to heal its core. I feel I don't... I know I don't. The Essence Vine needs a new caretaker. Someone who has the strength to revive its immense power.
At least there's no invaders in town.
But so many Hazardesses, all unable to join with the Yards and turning the Essence Vine dry. The invaders are reverting a lot of our people to impose their dominion. And yet, in such violent times, where reverting ceremonies are needed every moon, my last ritual was performed thousands of moons ago. I am useless.
You seem perfectly fit. Start getting things done. Get to work, my man.
Boy, you got less brains than a Zort-flavored bowl of res. Can't you see?
Zort.
The Darashams are closed. Legions of tormented Hazardesses are stuck in between worlds. I have nowhere to guide them. I couldn't save the Essence Vine. I failed in the eyes of our Yards.
I don't see anyone queuing here. Where are the pilgrims?
Probably waiting for someone to fix our Daoka. Or is it already fixed? Not my concern. Pilgrimage is supposed to be a long journey on foot.
What are the pilgrims seeking here?
Probably what you're seeking. Answers. I used to have them all. But those were better moons. I'm not as inspired as I used to be.
I hear you used to be more inspired here, Axe. What happened to you?
You only become a master of ceremonies after a life of pilgrimage around Adelpha, collecting stories and wisdom from all over the world. It's a sharing process that enriches my 4 essences.
4 essences? I thought every Talan is only supposed to have 1.
Yes, that is the law of the Yards, but once every life cycle, a male Talan is born with 4 essences and raised by the Almayel to become the next master of ceremonies. It's an important responsibility to be a good caretaker and a beacon of wisdom for my people. I lost most of it after the invasion.
There are all kinds of ways to be inspired. Can't you read a scroll or something?
Inspiration comes from hearing the last words of a Talan who's decided to revert, or understanding the purpose of a Hazardess's life. With our villages isolated and the Darashams closed, the weight of failure is too great.
About that power, could it be used as a weapon against the invaders?
You could, if the balance was restored and enough essences were reverted through the 4 Darashams. The Vine would be our strongest attack against the oppressors, but
But what?
the Darashams are out of order. Another disaster we can blame the invaders for.
So how do we fix them?
Speak to the Darasham keepers. They should point you in the right direction.
Hazadov. Yeah, sounds familiar. What is it?
It's incense with a scent only Hazardesses can smell. Drags them to wherever you have to guide them.
So it's bait. Okay. Can I get some?
I stopped making it when the Daoka went down. Why attract more Hazardesses to Palana when there's no Darashams to pass through?
Can you make some now?
You're persistent, huh? I can't make Hazardov without some Miliorats, which are sacred flowers found in Kizar. If I had those and some sap from Z-Dogs, then maybe I could whip something up.
Have you seen Ermaz?
We were just having a casual conversation about how many stones I would pocket to sink my body to the bottom of the lake. Ermaz has a thing with numbers. I don't remember him mentioning... Oh, no. 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 No!
What is it?
Ermaz hadn't taken a bath in hundreds of moons because of a polluted Darasham. He told me how his essence was missing clean water, and I just mentioned the oasis without...
Without what?
The oasis used to be one of the most popular landmarks for LOA pilgrims, but that was before it got infested with Z-Dogs.
Show me where the oasis is, and I'll get him back. Arabold is safe. He learned something out of all of this. If your heart is a volcano, don't expect flowers to bloom there.
A very inspiring lesson indeed.
What's a Darasham?
Where have you been for the last 1,000 cycles? The Darashams are passages to the realm of the Yards, where you surrender your borrowed essence to the great cycle of life. Palana has 4 Darashams, one for each essence. As Master of Ceremonies, I perform the reverting ceremony that allows a Talan to become part of the essence vine and feed its sacred roots.
So what's Palana about?
Shame and the nostalgia of a once sacred site built on the roots of the essence vine. The vine is gone, and all of my tears were not enough to grow it back.
Now the same thing, minus the gloomy filter.
When a Talan reaches the end of a peaceful life, he makes a pilgrimage to the Palana and enters one of the 4 Darashams, representing each of the 4 essences, to be reverted and returned to the Yards.
Ah, ecco, infatti
That's
già
the
me ne ho
cold
fatta
version.
mezza idea.
And it's not up to date anymore because the Darashams are no more.
When's the next reverting ceremony scheduled?
No one's reverting until a Darasham is restored. How did it come to this? I can neither think nor sleep with all the laments of Hazardesses in my head.
Tell me who you are again?
Hirax, Palana's master of ceremonies, but you know that. This moon will never end.
Yeah.
Hi there, I'm Cutter Slade.
Welcome, strong and confident pilgrim. I'm Kor, the Shamas of Palana, and keeper of the Ka Darosham.
Where can I find the Ka Darasham?
Like the air it represents, the Ka Darosham has always been invisible. But alas, the invasion has now made the Darosham non-existent.
How can you tell the difference?
Look down at the bottom of the cliff over there. You'll see poor Hazardesses tormented by their tragic fate. They were once proud Talans who decided to revert without knowing the difference between what is eternal and what is no more. I'm here to prevent more Talans from jumping over the cliff until the Ka Darosham is restored, and I can be its keeper again.
Devo aver capito allora che cosa servono andare in giro per i templi per riattivare questi.
Why don't you restore the Darasham?
We're getting closer. The invader's factory is no longer polluting the Ka essence.
It wasn't easy, but it worked.
Yes, you are quite the dream. But there's something else.
You got a bigger rock in your shoe. Let me hear it.
What an odd combination of words. The smoke may be clouding your reason, Pilgrim. You keep speaking in meaningless sentences that confuse and, dare I say, slightly tease me.
Enough said. What do you need?
To restore the Ka Darosham, we need its codex.
What about using one of those sweet beacons with Oru's gun? What's a codex?
Once per cycle, the sacred codex is brought back to the Temple of Ka so its energy can be replenished by the Yards. This energy, in turn, powers the Ka Darosham for a full cycle.
So the codex never made it back from the temple?
After the Daroshams closed, our chief, Rumbar, ordered every codex to be returned to their rightful temple so they could remain in the almighty protection of the Yards. They haven't been seen in Palana since.
Here's your codex. Watch out. It's blowing hard in there.
I thought I would never see it again. I feel its energy boosting my essence. Thank you, Pilgrim. This will help me to restore the causa.
What is this place about?
What kind of pilgrim doesn't know about Palana? The special kind, I'm sure. But did you know that the town is built on the roots of the essence vine? This is why Talans are coming here to surrender their essence to the yards.
Question is, where do I go from here?
If you're seeking direction, I suggest you talk to Hirax, Palana's master of ceremonies. I'll warn you, he's not as charming as I am.
Well, Kor, you got your Darasham back. Congratulations.
Waiting for the first leaps of faith in so many cycles. Bless you, beautiful and muscular pilgrim.
Okay. Glad to help. What's wrong with Hirax?
Poor Hirax. Even a shaman's can't heal the wound inside him.
Is it in his head?
If you mean his mind is about to break, then yes.
What happened to him?
As the master of ceremonies, not being able to help the needy Talans and hazardesses has taken a heavy toll on Hirax. He grows more depressed every moon, and I believe he feels responsible for some of the latest incidents.
Incidents? What kind?
You have to understand, Hirax was once such a beacon of light that pilgrims from all over Adelpha would seek his guidance.
I'm here to help. Do you have anything for me?
I could tell you the tale of a poor harvester from Emia who was deeply in love with a widow of a Dolatai guardian. His name was Tuyol. Tuyol was still young, but if the widow rejected his love one more time, he pledged to revert at the Kadarusham, whether active or not.
Oh.
Sad tale. What happened to y'all?
Hirax told this poor harvester that to seduce his love, he had to offer her frozen flowers from the highest mountain's peak. Tuyol ran off at once, totally unprepared, and never returned. Now it is whispered that Tuyol's hazardess is trapped on the mountain, and his anger is causing the terrible ice blizzard that has been reverting so many of our people.
How are you with Rumbar?
You mean if Rumbar and I are partners? Odds no. Rumbar is a fine Talan, but he is not my type.
Can you explain the essences to me?
Of course. When Talans reach a certain age, their essence is revealed during the conversion ceremony. There are 4 types of essence. Fae for fire, Eloe for water, Ganda for earth, and Ka for air. Each essence gives a Talan unique abilities and has a tremendous impact on our personalities.
Tell me, who are...
Core.
Ed è gay.
Can you patch my...
Ashamas cannot refuse.
See you later, Kor.
I look forward to it.
Dear Yodka, we stand united to guide our elder through his time of reversion. May his essence please your realm, like it blessed ours, from this cycle to eternity.
Il resto non mai spento.
Ka Darasham is back. At least this one offers a nice view.
Oh, it's you,
Can we talk about Tuyol?
Tuyul. Romantic to a fault. I only wanted to help him. Poor Tuyul.
Show me where he is, and let's see what I can do. When's the next reverting ceremony scheduled?
We can only revert the Talans blessed with the essence of an active Darasham. The others will have to wait or suffer eternal damnation. This moon will never end.
Sì, ma che lo devo consegnare?
What do you want?
Say the Yod sent me to get your Darasham up and running. What would it take?
The invaders in our volcano were causing most of the imbalance in the Fey essence.
Hotshot's in there, but I was hotter.
There's one other piece to this puzzle. I will need the codex from the Fey temple. If we want the Yods on our side, we need the power of the codex more than ever.
I already found this. I got the codex. Happy to hand this hot potato over to you.
Fey essence can be intense, especially when the codex is at full capacity. Let me take it from here. You served the Fey essence well today, Pilgrim.
I think I did what you asked. Is your Darasham active now?
I feel my essence boiling again. The Darasham is once again ready to welcome Talans and Hazadesses. I could have achieved this without you, but you didn't want to lend me one of your precious weapons.
Is that what happened? Stay calm, Agaton.
I'll stay wherever I want to stay.
He was born from fire, and he returns to fire, seeking fusion with his Yod. Bless his essence, O mighty Yod Fey, so the cycles in his life may count for his eternal reversion.
Fey Darasham is ready to send you to your final resting place.
Ancora uno. Non vorrei che fosse l'acqua. Oh, che botta.
Hi there.
Good moons.
Seems like the Yods want me to fix your Darasham, so... What's wrong with it?
What's wrong with it? You must have come across the lake over there. I can't count the number of pilgrims I've caught urinating in that lake for your sake. You travelers come here, drink a lot of our water, then run to the lake to... What the... Yeah, damn it!
Okay, listen, I promise that I didn't relieve myself in your lake, okay? Why don't you tell me what the problem really is?
It's not just a lake. Hello? It's the Elway Darasham. The sacred gateway connecting our physical world to the eternal realm of the Yods. The invaders are polluting it with their waste and degrading its essence.
If I make them stop, will you chill?
Yes, I'll chill. 2 times, 3 times. You can find them at their putrid fortress behind the lake. But
But what? Talk to me, Uday.
even if you stop the polluting, the Elway Codex would still be far from Palana. The Codex is the Darasham's power source.
So I'll find this codex and bring it back to you. You good with that?
By the Yods, yes! It has enough spiritual energy to power the Elway Darasham for a whole cycle.
Why don't you have it now?
After the Darasham went down, our chief Rumbar ordered every codex to be returned to their temple.
Is Rumbar a good chief?
He's a good scroll keeper. Rumbar loves keeping track of everything in his precious scrolls. I would revert if I had to do that, old moon.
I have to go.
I also...
Perfetto. Bene gente, noi per oggi ci salutiamo qua. Sono andato anche ben oltre. Ok. Alla prossima. Bella a tutti. Ciao.